my microphone wasn't powered on. How embarrassing. Marissa, I'm so sorry that I was talking, I guess, only to you, and that wasn't able to be heard. But good morning. I hope you're having a great day. So far, weird to think that, well, we're not halfway through the day. We're halfway through school, I guess. I don't know. It's still so weird. Yes, I caught the mute. That was my bad. I had the microphone on. Well, I had the slider up. I didn't have the phantom power on for the mic. This mic requires extra power. And I did not have that hit. I'm trying to get better at turning it off between classes, so that's why. All right, so we'll give a minute or so. Hopefully some folks show up. There's a second person watching who I guess will remain mysterious. But this will go to my inverse list. So in my classes, I've been jotting down the names of people that aren't there. And this is going to be a case of 3A. Olivia, hello. 429. This will be the list of people that are here. And Jen's here. Oh, yay. I mean, I can get the report on YouTube, but still. Take another 60 seconds. Liv, Jen, how are you guys doing today? I'm also trying to drink more water because I'm standing for the whole day now. I'm seeing in the background my breakfast that was left out. That's embarrassing. We'll get moving in another 30 seconds. We have a light day today. As you folks know, projects were due, and so I figured I would try and keep our schedule in line with what we would do in class, right? Normally projects are due. We'll have a screening day. We'll talk a little bit, reflect a little bit, and kind of outline what's next. And that's really all I wanted to do today and I'll double check very quickly. I downloaded, excuse me, the projects that were turned in. I have Marissa's, I have Jennifer's, I have Olivia's. Great. And I have a few others, but they're not here. So Jen's good. Yay. All right. I'm good. I'm glad. I figured we would watch some of the edits that you guys had turned in. And of course, if there's only a small handful of us, we'll only watch the small handful, which is perfectly fine because I'd want to give you guys some feedback. And the only challenging part is that feedback on these videos is a little sparse, right? We're all working from the same footage. Your interpretation of how to piece this together could be very different, even though the clips are the same. And so there might be some things that jump out that I think are worth pointing out. So it won't be it won't be the most in-depth feedback, but at least it's something. And then I'll just kind of outline what to expect for the remainder of this week as it pertains to our next project, which we're going to get into on Friday. Excuse me. And so I didn't want to have the project due before class today and then say, okay, thanks, here's the next project. So we'll be doing that on Friday. I've got a presentation planned that'll take maybe 15, 20 minutes to go over, just to outline. It's all project-based, so there's really no lesson or instruction beforehand. It all pertains to the project. And then I'm going to go over the project one sheet and the assignment that we'll have on Friday to gear us up for that project. So I'll say it now and I'll say it again at the end. If you have a friend in class that's not here now or hasn't been in a while, text them and be like, hey, just so you know, Mr. Leonard's going over, the next project on Friday. You might want to check in on that because I've had a few folks email me questions about projects and they haven't come to class. And so my default now is just, okay, we went over this on this day. Here's a link to the live stream. Watch it and you'll find your answer. So tell them to come so that they're informed and they know what's going on for that project. Now, without further ado, I'm just going to run down the list of folks that are here. And I always appreciate you guys being here on our class day, so thank you. I was happy to find a way to, wrong one, to screen our pieces together. I spent yesterday tinkering around and playing around with some new audio video equipment, trying to learn the ins and outs of some of my broadcast software stuff that I know the basics of, like I can get by, but I figured I have time. I want to learn this stuff for, make class more interesting. So I was able to find a way to get your projects into the broadcast, which is really cool. The only downside is, and just so you know, I can't hear them on my end because my computer does not feed into my soundboard and then back into my computer. That just can't happen. So not the end of the world per se, but I will be watching these in silence. You'll be able to hear the audio that folks had put in. But the plus side is that when I'm paying attention to an edit, sometimes I'll mute the volume anyway. So it's quite all right. Now, without further ado, we'll just run down your projects. We're going to start with Marissa. So I got hers queued up, and I hope you enjoy. We'll see you on the other side. All right, Marissa, that was awesome. That was really, really good. I like that you tried to find a simple connection between scenes, and I really like the opening, kind of starting with that top-down city skyline, and then even the kind of zoom transition in, set up our music and our live band and some dancing, and I thought that was a really great way, to progress into the opening of our piece, which was really, really cool. So very, very great job there. We'll move right on down the list. Why not? Let's go to Olivia's as I get that ready, and we'll just let SpongeBob dance for a bit in celebration. Hoping it up. All right, let's kill some SpongeBob, and then we'll check out Olivia's video right now. All right, cool. I'm just so thrilled to see you guys, do creative work again. That this is very exciting for me. So I'm sorry if you don't share that sentiment. But I really liked the supplemental footage that you put in here, Olivia. The sequence with the hot air balloons. I'm glad that you found a way to stack on that and kind of build that out a little bit. That was really cool. And your titles and text were really done well as well. We're going to give you this happy dancing lady or man. No, I think it's a girl. I don't really know. I thought I was cute. So I'm just like, we're going to put it in because I know how to put it in now. All right, let's cue up Jen's video. Hoping. All right, and Jen's video will, take it away. All right, Jen. Awesome. Yeah, so this one, great use of the title, which you can get a lot, all right, out of a really well thought of title. It kind of starts to plant the narrative seed in the viewer's mind, where, oh, okay, this is going to be about a night out. And so it kind of already creates a thread between how these clips make sense together when seemingly they don't. So I like that there's that element there where, okay, we're starting with a night out. I do wish some of the clips were more night oriented. The sepia tones used in the beginning I thought were really cool, kind of set the mood. So that was really, really awesome. We had a fourth person join us. I don't know who they are in the chat there, but if you want to drop your name, we can watch your stuff. Otherwise, I just want to explain a little bit about what to expect, even though I touched upon it not too long ago, because there's only a handful of us here. We don't have any other videos to watch, and I'm not going to make you watch anyone else's video that's not here because I want to respect your time. So what this will mean then is that we're going to wrap a little early today, and that's perfectly fine. It's accomplished what I've wanted to accomplish, which was to showcase your work, and then we'll talk about what's coming next. So I'm hoping that with this practice project, you feel a little bit more comfortable in WeVideo. And I had asked at the end of our tutorial, on a scale of 1 to 10, where were you as far as your comfortability? And most people were hitting 7/8, which was great. And I'm hoping that this project at the end, you moved up at least a number. If you were a 7, you're an 8. If you're an 8, you're a 9. Or heck, maybe you're like, nope, I got this. And based on some of what I saw, I think you guys feel pretty confident, right? Jen, I noticed the speed ramping you did in the top-down city shot with the cars was really cool. Like, that's an advanced technique. So seeing stuff like that is a good indicator that you're exploring the software and you're feeling comfortable with it. So hopefully you're moving closer to 9-10 before we get into the next project. And I have a feeling at the end of the next project you will. So I'm going to go over that on Class on Friday. Like I said, it should be a 15-20 minute lesson for the project introduction. I'll spend some time going over the project sheet requirements, and then I'm going to spend some time going over the assignment that will go out on Friday as well. And that assignment is in the name of pre-production. So it's just kind of a worksheet to help us map out our ideas and fully think through some things before we commit to shooting. I didn't want to stick to our traditional schedule. It doesn't make sense to type up a treatment, to do storyboard, shot list, script, and all that stuff when I'm going to condense a little bit for the sake of having a lot less paperwork, but still trying to have the same amount of planning. And the project was kind of designed around that too. It will involve a little bit of shooting, so I'll go over some tips and tricks on how to best use your phone to shoot at home. Because it's also going to impact our workflow process as well. We have to go from the phone to Google Drive into WeVideo. So I'll end class with showing how to bring video in to WeVideo. Super simple. It's just a simple import, but I'll show you how to go about doing that. And then with any time that we have left, I'm just going to use that as an opportunity to touch upon some WeVideo stuff. If you guys have additional questions, maybe towards the end of a project you were trying to do something and you couldn't figure out how to do it, that could be the time to come ask and I can show some stuff. But that'll be on Friday. So there's no assignment today. Anticipate one on Friday after that project introduction. All right, that'll be due on Tuesday. So it'll be a quick turnaround, but the project itself, that assignment is our pre-production, and the turnaround time for the project will be a little bit lengthier to make sure that it can accommodate kind of this at-home academic situation we're in. So that's what's coming. And super excited about it because I'm going to be excited to see you guys on camera finally. And that's it. So we'll wrap on the day. Oh, Tristan joined us. Hi, Tristan. I don't know if I have your project. I do not, unless we turned it in within the last... Honestly, if you turned it in within the last hour, I downloaded everything this morning. So it's not to say it's not turned in. I just didn't download it. Oh, Nick is here as well. Nick, same thing. I don't have your project downloaded, but I did the download at 9:30. So if you turned it in after 9:30, which is fine because it was technically scheduled to be due at 10:59, you're good. I just didn't download it to my computer, so I didn't want to take time downloading them here, as that could take a while, and I didn't want you guys to wait with a lot of that downtime. So we're gonna wrap on the day. All right, just make sure we're here on Friday for our project introduction. And like I said earlier, if you have a friend in class that you can reach out to and text and just send them a message and say, hey, Mr. Leonard is going over our next project on Friday, like you should come to that live stream, because if there are questions that are coming in, I'm deferring people to the live stream. I know that if I go over something, it's there. So try and reach out and make sure that those folks come. Otherwise, gang, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you again on Friday. Oh, Nick, I'd give it to you, but you spelt my name wrong, so now I'm a little hesitant to want to give that extra time. No, I'm kidding, buddy. Take the time, get it to me. Later today, tomorrow morning, if you can. I don't want you to get too far behind on, on projects and stuff, especially as we move forward on Friday. So, I'm probably not going to be grading it for this weekend. So, I appreciate that you're here now to let me know. So just get it in as soon as we can. All right. I will talk to, and Nick, if you need help with anything, please reach out and email me. I can help you one-on-one. If we need that, I'm always there. So shoot an email if you need to. And if it helps, we can set up a Zoom thing too, so I can show you some stuff on my screen if you need to. I can help you a dozen different ways. So let me know what I can do. Otherwise, I'll talk to everyone in class on Friday. All right. Adios, gang.